Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? I wanted to come on live today and do the normal Tuesday intuitive card readings and energy update. I am a little under the weather if you hear my voice. I'm having a few sinus issues right now, so it's all good. I'm just gonna pop on here and see if anyone wants to come on and get a card message. Before I do that, so I wanted to read you guys something that I had written down in my personal journal after I had um, a really profound experience last week in my. Oh, I forgot the tea was on. Hold 1 second. Okay, sorry. Like I said, not feeling the best, feeling a little under the weather, so made some tea and totally forgot that it was on. So I'm back. Um, okay, so like I was saying, last week I had a really profound spiritual experience, and I wanted to share some of the journaling that came out of this experience for me because I feel like it will also help you in your own journey. And it just came, it was channeled through me as I was having this experience. So last week I did a Reiki session. I normally do them 2 times a month with a practitioner that I found like a year and a half ago. I absolutely love her. So I was doing the Reiki session and she was really focusing on my crown chakra. And I had been getting messages leading up to this that I needed to open up my crown chakra and that I needed to focus on my crown chakra, meditate on my crown chakra, and clear it and work on opening it up, right, to activate it. So that's exactly what was happening in this Reiki session. And so after the session, I kind of just laid there for like maybe 30 minutes longer. I just kind of laid there, right? And I um I just was reflecting on what was happening, what had happened, what I was experiencing, what I was seeing, what I was feeling, all of those things. And then I started writing, and what I wrote down, I want to share with you. Okay. I am now elevating to another plane of existence. I think it, I feel it, I am it. Manifestation simply is. There is nothing else that we have to do. What I desire, I speak into existence. I can feel the spirit of Mother Gaia, of the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine love was with me on this journey. I'm returning to my journey, the one I began many lifetimes ago. This time I have the power, I have the resources, the technology to impact and reach millions of women with my message. My voice is being fully activated. There's no more hiding in the dark, only shining in the light. The tree of knowledge of the Akashic records lights my path. The tree nurtures and supports me in my journey home. I'm coming to the precipice of my mission here on earth. I've waited for lifetimes, and now here it is. I am, I be, I do, I exist. I am one with the divine. I am one with nature. I am one with all planes of existence. We are not separate, but we are all connected as one to enact the mission of bringing light to humanity. My spiritual awakening supports the divine mission, and I'm deeply loved and held by divine forces that are not separate from me. They live within me. I'm open to receiving any downloads that are meant to flow in through my higher chakras, and I dedicate my life here on earth to being a light worker and a healer, so the planet's vibration can raise until one day we become the planet of divine light and abundance. It is our birthright. I think it, I feel it, I am it. Manifestation simply is. There is nothing else to do. I think it, I feel it, I am it. I manifest it. You have all the knowledge and all the divine support inside of you. You don't need to look outside for answers. So I wanted to bring that channeled message to you because I thought it was so powerful, and I think it applies to a lot of us right now. And since I'm doing a weekly energetic update, I really truly feel this applies to a lot of the collective right now. We're all going through this change, this death of one phase and a rebirth, right? And so I actually pulled that card today, the death and rebirth. So it is normally the death card in the tarot, but in this deck, it's called death and rebirth. And it truly means the essence of the card is one phase of your life is ending, another one is beginning. And it's not always something that you do have control over, although it might be. It might be something that you've been calling in, that you've been desiring, that you've been wanting. It might be that thing, but it also might be something that is just meant to end. So your next transformational phase, your next transformational cycle can begin. So have a reflection on that and think to yourself, what is ending for me? What might be beginning? What does my transformation look like? And how can I just flow? How can I flow with the energy of transformation instead of fighting against it? Because so often we want to fight against change. We want to fight against transformation. We don't like change. Staying the same is comfortable. But are you really willing to exchange your comfort for not stepping into that next level in your life? That's the question you have to ask yourself, okay? So with that, if anyone's on here live, I am pulling oracle cards messages today. I'm pulling from the Sacred Forest Oracle. It's really hard to see on this. It's a beautiful deck. See the gold glittering letters. I love that. So if you would like a card, let me know and I will pull you a card. If no one pops on, then I'm just going to go ahead and pull some collective messages and give you guys a collective card reading. So I'll go ahead and start doing that to see what energies come through. If you are here on the live, just leave a message so I can know you're watching. If you're on the replay, these messages still might apply to you because they're all sort of, whenever you come across it, this could be a message you need to hear, right? I know I did have one person that I was going to pull a message for. Let me do the collective one first, and then I'll do the person that requested me to pull a card. She couldn't be here live. Okay, collectively, what do we need to hear today? And this week of, what is it, December 13th, what do we need to hear? What messages need to come out for the collective in the month of December? Okay. So this is very very appropriate to what I was just talking about. Okay. So we got the unicorn for purity. So card number 45. This is a new card deck, so I'm going to read the messages. You peer through the tall oak trees into a sacred meadow. In the center of the meadow, illuminated by a single ray of sunlight, stands a radiant, noble, pure white unicorn. The aura around it shimmers, wavers, and sparkles as if the unicorn was lit from within by 1,000 dancing stars. This card can appear when you are ready to step into the innocence of a child and see the world with eyes of wonder. Traditionally, unicorns represent purity, innocence, hope, faith, high ideals, and miracles. When you stop looking at the world through the lens of your past, you'll find how fresh and wondrous the universe truly is. The past doesn't need to define you. Know that life can begin fresh and new. So this really relates to that message that was coming out at the beginning when I was talking about death and rebirth and transformation, and that card that came out from the tarot that I pulled before this live started. So definitely relates to that. The past doesn't need to hold you back. The past doesn't define you. It doesn't define who you are as a person. It is just the past, right? And I know that is really hard for a lot of us to accept because we hold on to the attachments of the past. We hold on, our bodies, our like energetic bodies hold on to the attachments of the past, so much so that they plague us, that they hold us back, that they make our limiting beliefs stronger, right? They do all of these things. They keep us scared. They keep us in place. They keep us complacent. They keep us not moving forward on our dreams and our actions. But the past doesn't need to define you, and it doesn't need to hold you back anymore, okay? So this card can also appear when there is the need for inner purification and renewal. Take time to release what doesn't serve and support you in life and watch the miracles unfold. So that is kind of just what I was talking about, right? We energetically hold on to so much. We hold on to so much in our bodies energetically. Okay, we hold on to this in our bodies, in our minds, in our spirits, and it holds us down. It brings us down. Hi, Brianna. Yes, I'm still on. I cannot reply to your message for some reason. Facebook comments are being weird, but I would love to pull you a card after I read the collective messages here. So yeah, holding on to the past, it holds us down and prevents us from moving into what we truly want to move into in our lives. So this is a message for you to take time to release what doesn't serve you and in whatever way works best for you, right? There's a lot of methods and modalities that you can do, and there's a lot of people that can help you. I am one of them. I do help with this. I help with helping you release stuck energy, stuck limiting beliefs. I help you with balancing your chakras and getting anything out that doesn't need to be there anymore because it's holding you back from stepping into your most beautiful life. I do all those things, so reach out, send me a message. I'd be happy to help you with that. The spirit of the unicorn says, no matter what happened in your life, step into your innate innocence. You have a pure soul. You are a child of the Creator. Let go of the past and see the world with new eyes, and almost miraculously, wonders will abound. Okay, I absolutely love that. I think my internet is being a little funky. Yeah, I hope everyone's able to see this video because I think my internet was breaking up a little bit. Okay, so the second collective message. So far we have You're ready to start new, right? You're going through that death and rebirth. You're going through that death and rebirth. And the unicorn spirit is telling you you're starting new. Don't let the past hold you back. Then we have the air spirit of knowledge. I just pulled this one the other day. It's number 1, so it's like the first. So you have letting go of the past, and then you have card number 1, starting new, right? So let's see, air spirit. As you stand in the center of the forest, a subtle breeze lovingly touches your cheeks. Gentle gusts rustle the leaves above you as the spirit of air approaches upon her boat of light and wind. In the quietude, you sense the wind whispering messages to you from spirit. You receive this card when you need to think things through. This is not the time to be impulsive. Do not react instinctively to situations and people. Take into consideration all points of view. Do your research. Listen to others. Speak your truth. Take time to weigh the pros and cons of a situation. It is an excellent time to begin a new venture or project. It will succeed as long as you are thoughtful, organized, and focused. There is a remarkable wellspring of wisdom within you. Take a breath slow and deep and delve into that inner knowledge. It will guide you in the right direction. Air represents wisdom, our mental activity, and our ability to reason. It's also associated with thoughts, intellect, communication, and comprehension. Through our breath, we can speak and express ourselves. Our lives begin with our first breath, so air is connected with new beginnings. Perfect, right? So yeah, new beginnings. Air is connected with new beginnings, and that's everything I was just talking about with death and rebirth. And then the unicorn is not letting your past hold you back. Now you have new beginnings, okay? So this is going to guide you in that direction that you truly want to go in. Air represents wisdom, intellect, communication, comprehension, our ability to reason. You know, our lives begin with the first breath, so air is connected with new beginnings. The spirit of air oversees friendship, clarity, and positive focus in life. Okay, so what I'm really seeing with this reading, so this is a collective message reading that I started while I was waiting for people to come on, but it is coming out really, really synchronized because we have the death and rebirth card, and then we had don't let your past hold you back. You know, go after your dreams, go after that childlike wonder, do those things because you know, otherwise you're just going to stay stuck circulating in those old stories from the past that are kind of holding your body down energetically, right? And then you have the air spirit of knowledge, which is a new beginning. So you have a new start coming in. And this could be really like, it could be anything, right? It could be a new job. It could be a new career coming in. It could be a new business opportunity coming in. It could be you transforming your current business into a direction you're more aligned with. It could be a new relationship. It could be, you know, an old relationship ending and you starting to explore the relationship with your inner self more. So this is a lot. It could be a lot of endings and beginnings, different for everybody, you know, according to what's going on in your life right now, but it is a really big message of death and rebirth, endings and beginnings. Yes, Brianna says, no kidding, and that's really the phase we're in collectively too. Yeah, it is, right? It really is the phase collectively that we are in. We're all sort of going through these ups and downs and these endings and beginnings and sort of really reflecting on where we want to be, and it in perfect timing with the end of the year as well, right? So we're in December, and December, we're mostly, what are we all thinking of in December? What did I do in 2022? What did I accomplish in 2022? Did I accomplish what I set out to accomplish in 2022? What do I still want to do that I didn't get to in 2022? What do I want to do next year in 2023? So we are already, we're already programmed to be thinking about these things in December, the way our calendar is set up. And so with this message coming in, it is just a big message of transformation, possibility, really going after what you truly, truly desire, what's in your heart. And if you're not sure, you can always you can go into a meditation. You can find a lot of guided meditations. I use a lot of them on YouTube. You can do a self-hypnosis to kind of uncover like what you are feeling, what you are wanting, what you are desiring, and then do some journaling afterwards to see what comes out. You'll be surprised sometimes what comes out. So one more collective message here, and then I'll move on to the card pulls for anyone who's on here live. Brianna, you are first. Okay, so the third collective message, Phoenix transmutation. Of course, right? Because like the phoenix, what happens? The phoenix rises out of the ashes after we burn something entirely down to the ground, right? Metaphorically. So it's not to say you have to burn something entirely down to the ground. But this phoenix coming out with transmutation is a big message that relates to everything we've been talking about with transformation, with death and rebirth, with all of these themes. So this is really a message that's very synchronized to the whole reading. So, Phoenix. At the edge of the forest rises a mountain. The journey to the top is long and arduous. The path has boulders and landslides that make it difficult to discern what lies ahead. Yet you climb knowing that something remarkable awaits you. As you finally reach the top, you peer over a boulder to see a large pier. An old, tired phoenix comes into view, his wings dragging only to heave himself into the fire. The flames leap higher and higher. As they die down, out of the ashes arises a renewed phoenix with bright colors that outshine the sun. He looks directly at you with a fierce intensity before soaring off the mountaintop. Your life is changing. Like we said, that change, that death, that rebirth, that recycling, right? It is a cycle of life that we live in. Everything is born and everything dies, and that it is the same with phases of our life. So your life is changing, perhaps in ways you didn't expect, but it is wildly wonderful. Transmutation is the act of changing from one state of being or one element into another. Okay, so the phoenix is legendary for his transmutation in fire. In the flames, he is reborn, leaving behind his old and tired self to become a passionate, wild, and free bird. So something that you might have thought would never change is changing into something amazing right now. It's not an ending. Rather, it is a bright, shiny, new beginning. Situations that seemed lackluster are transmuting into fabulous opportunities. Release your expectations and limited thinking, for things are not as they seem. So I love this message for the collective. Yes, how many times do we have a change come in or something ends and we focus so much on the negativity of it? So for example, like I know, some friends have lost jobs during COVID, like cuts were happening across all industries and people were getting laid off and they were losing their jobs. And yes, that is awful, right? It's awful to lose your source of income when your family is relying on you for that source of income. But how about if we looked at it from a different perspective? Maybe it happened for a reason. Things are not as they seem. Maybe you were meant to lose that job because a better one is on its way. Or you're going to discover you want to start a business, or you want to travel the world, or you want to do something that has been on your heart for 20, 30 years or your whole life. Maybe this launches you into that, right? So this is really about looking at things from a different perspective, knowing that not all endings have to be dreadful, dreary, like sad. Yes, sometimes they are sad. Sometimes we do have to go through those emotions, and we have to allow those emotions to flow through us. But we come out on the other side, rising like that phoenix, right? So that's powerful. Okay, Brianna, I'm going to grab a card for you. Although you're saying all this resonates 100% for you, yeah, then you're meant to hear it today, right? All right, Brianna, let me pull. I'm going to go pull a message for Brianna. What does Brianna need to hear today? Oop. You got two that came out, okay. Pure spirit purification. I don't know if you could see that. My lighting's a little bright back there. And then crystal cave trust. And I'll go ahead and read these messages. This is a new card deck I just got. You know, I can't help myself. I always love getting new card decks. So, Brianna, Pure Spirit Purification, card number 30. Oh, actually, not Pure Spirit. Sorry. Wait, is that? It's Pine Spirit, like Pine, not Pure. I thought it said pure, but it's Pine Spirit. So a soft layer of snow has shrouded the pines of the sacred forest. You can sense the formidable life force surging through each tree, even in the deepest winter. As you brush up against a branch, the snow is dislodged and softly falls to the forest floor. With simply the lightest touch of the pine needles, you can feel your entire energy field being purified. Your energy field is being cleansed of all that it doesn't need. Traditionally, pine branches have been used in cleansing ceremonies because ancient people revered their purifying qualities. The essential oil of pine is antibacterial and antiseptic as well, which is useful for protecting people from harmful bacteria. Brianna's saying, oh yes, that's okay, that's unreal. Yes, didn't I mention pine in the last reading for you? Was it 2 weeks ago that I mentioned pine? I believe. The card's appearance is a message to release what doesn't serve, support, or empower you. Let go of anything that feels dull and murky in your life. Cleanse your body and your environment by doing cleaning, space clearing, and clutter clearing. When your auric field is cluttered and energy is dingy, you can't see the world clearly and you will have trouble hearing the messages from spirit. Yes, I love doing energetic clearing of my space and my body. So every so often I will go through like my whole house and I will smudge, I will use sage, and I will go literally to every corner, and then I'll repeat intentions to clear out the negative energy in the space, only allow good positive energy in, and I'll move through my whole house doing that, and I'll open a window to kind of like let all the negative energy out. So that's a really good tool, especially in the winter if you're in cold climates, because I feel like the negative like energy and that like sick energy and just like those things that are living in our bodies are more easy to fester there because we're just indoors and we're not getting fresh air, we're not opening our windows and all of that stuff, right? It was so cold here I didn't go get some. I feel like I just got smacked upside the head. Yeah, sometimes it's funny, right? Sometimes spirit likes to smack us upside the head and give us little reminders of things that we should do for ourselves. So the time has come to lighten up, eat and live lightly. Before a shiny, vibrant new cycle can begin, it is essential to let go of the old. The brilliance that pours through you can then shine throughout your life and also help many people. But first, the path has to be made clear. So the spirit of the pine says, let go of the old, discarded and unused. Purify and cleanse and clutter clear your home, your body, and your life. Release whatever doesn't serve or support you. Take time for total purification. You'll feel brighter and also be a clearer channel for the light. So, you know what's crazy too is that we normally don't get a real Christmas tree. We used to years ago, but then we got dogs and like the dogs would just like knock into it and then drink out of the water and stuff like that. So we got a fake one. But this year, my husband said he really wanted to go take our daughter because she's 7 and she never had a real Christmas tree. He really wanted to take her to the Christmas tree farm and cut down our own Christmas tree. And typically we would get, I think it's like a Douglas fir, or what is the really popular tree type or whatever, like that type of tree. But this year we were all really attracted to an unconventional looking tree. It's not like the beautiful, like tall Christmas tree you would see. It's kind of shorter and stubbier, but I just thought it was beautiful. And it turns out it was actually a pine tree. So I have a real pine tree in my house right now. As you know, I pull this pine spirit card for you, and it represents purification. I actually have a real pine tree in my house. So that's kind of cool. Um, Side note there. So you did get another card pop out, Brianna, Crystal Cave Trust. So that's card number 9. So I will read that for you. You stand before the cave, but you can't see in. Although you don't know what to expect, certitude is rising within you. You know that you are meant to go forward. You know that you are safe. You take a deep breath in, and then take the first step. Caves have long been considered secret passageways to sacred powers and forces. Certain shamanic initiations occurred in caves because they were thought to be places where your intuition could be activated. The appearance of this card is a message to believe in your intuition no matter where it takes you. Have faith in yourself and know that you're divinely guided, even when you have doubts. Trust your feelings about others and about situations. You're exactly where you need to be. Trust is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible. And patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. Please be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. Believe you've planted your seeds, now give them the time to grow. In cultures throughout the world, the cave represents the womb, a source of life. They are where early humans sought shelter and protection. In the depth of the cave, know that you are safe and protected. The spirit of the crystal cave says, you can let go and allow your clear, focused intuition to flow freely. Follow the nudges from your soul. Listen to others, but trust your instincts. So I love that card for you. Yes, yes. So often we want to listen to outside influences about what we're supposed to be doing. But listen to your intuition, listen to those nudges. I know, Brianna, that you are listening to your intuition and you are listening to your nudges. And yes, you are doing all those things. I had a journey where I met a past life self who worked in a cave as a shaman. Also taking my midterm at the end of the month for my shamanic certification. Yeah. So that is very synchronized for you, right? I was actually just reading, it's upstairs right now, but I'm reading a book about shamanism, and they were talking about the caves as well in there. But yeah, that is so synchronized for you since you're taking your certification in shamanism, shamanic certification, and then you had that journey. Oh, yeah, that is perfect. So just keep doing those things. Keep trusting. Keep moving forward. Keep trusting the intuitive messages that you're getting. Keep trusting the processes. Trust the process. Trust that everything you're going through is happening for a reason, and you're gonna get to the other side, and you're gonna get this renewal, right? Like going along with the general message that came out for the collective. We're all going through a death and a rebirth right now. And interestingly enough, I am reading that book on shamanism. I'll post the title in the comments after I end this live because I think it's a really excellent book to pick up. It's written by the wife of the author of the card deck you have, Brianna. So the Sacred Shaman, what is the Shaman's Oracle or something like that? Alberto something. Yeah, his wife wrote this book. So I'm gonna put that. I'll link to that in the notes because I think it could help a lot of people listening to this. But yes, the death and rebirth cycle, they all tie in beautifully, right? Also with shamanism, like you, there's a whole thing about soul retrieval, and you have to go in and like retrieve your soul because it died, like your soul like got lost or died a long time ago. That's kind of what like I'm new to shamanism. You could probably explain this better, Brianna, but it is all about soul retrieval, and that it really goes along with the theme of death and rebirth. And this whole message that came out, saying you are in this time period in your life, and this is for everybody that's listening to this message, okay? You are in this time period, we're collectively in this time period where something has to come to an end so something new can be reborn, can transmute, can be transmutated. So you can go into this transformation and you can rise out of the ashes of that like a phoenix would rise, right? So we're in this cycle of death and rebirth, of endings and beginnings. And so however that relates to you in your life right now, just reflect on that and think about what you can do to sort of nurture, what you can do to nurture your new path, and how you can sort of gently let go of the old. Purge those things out that you no longer need to be holding on to. And like I mentioned earlier, that could be like in your energetic body. We hold on to things. We hold on to things in our bodies that are from our past. We hold on to things from past experiences, from our childhood, from our young adult life or teenage life or past lives. We hold on to these things and then they resurface when we are trying to work on our goals in the present. They'll resurface as limiting beliefs and limiting thoughts, and they will hold us back from stepping into what we really want to step into in our lives. They will hold us back until we physically release them and say, it's okay to go. It's okay to get out of my body. You've served your purpose. Now it's the time for you to leave. I'm no longer going to subscribe to these limiting beliefs and thoughts and things that are holding me back, because it is now time for me to step into this new path in my life. So yeah, this has just been a beautiful message. I'm actually losing my voice a little bit because I am a little sick still. But I have one more card to pull for someone who couldn't make it live. Let me just find the post here and see if anyone else wanted one before I go ahead and sign off for the day. Brianna says, yep, I have a soul retrieval coming up. And it's pieces of the soul usually. I don't think the entire soul. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Pieces of the soul. Yeah, we're lost. I would be very, very, very much interested to go deeper into that as well. So I think that's really awesome that you're pursuing that, Brianna. I'm probably going to have to sign off soon because my voice is getting a little, I can feel it getting tired. Okay, let me see. Where was that message where I was supposed to pull a card for someone who's not here? I should probably write these down next time. Yes, Brianna, definitely going to rest after this. Okay, let me see if I can remember who it was. Okay, I think I'm going to go back and look through my messages, and I know there was one mom in the group who wanted a message. So if that is you and you are watching this replay, I'm going to tag you separately after I get off of here, and then I will privately send you a card message in your messenger. So I'm sorry I didn't save the name and I didn't save the post, and I can't find it right now, but I am going to hop back on and send you a card reading in your messenger so you can get a private message, because I didn't go live last week. I've been battling this cold sickness thing since then, but I wanted to come back on today and share these messages with everybody. So thank you so much, Brianna, for hopping on live, and thank you so much to everybody. If you're watching the replay, let me know how these messages would resonate. Yes, oh yes, Brianna, definitely I'll send you the cards. I'll send you the pictures of the cards and the text, no problem. Let everyone else let me know how these card messages, how this collective message resonated with you, and if anything's coming up for you. I love to hear all your feedback, and I will see you on here next week. I think next week. No, next week I'm taking off, so I will not be on here next week. We are going to, we're going to go stay downtown in Chicago and see a Broadway play. We always do it around every Christmas, so we're going to go have a little fun family few days. So I will not be on here next week. I should be on the week after though. So everyone, if I don't see you before Christmas, have a really, really, really happy holiday, and I will see you whenever I come on here next time. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a beautiful rest of your day.